Yes.
Okay, okay. There you go. But hopefully everything will be will be okay for this week. Since last week we had some typhoons
Typhoon.
and right, right. But hopefully this week, so we'll get very nice weather. Okay.
I think there are too many typhoons this year. Have you seen the news for the Japan?
Oh, not really. Actually, I
Uh-huh.
haven't seen the news. Mhm.
In I think in Osaka, and
Yeah,
there's a
Osaka.
typhoon. Yeah, Osaka. Yes, and the airport is under the water.
Oh,
All the
okay. I
airport.
see. All the airport. Yes,
Yeah.
I think I was eating earlier, and
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw, just a preview of the report.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard Osaka, but I didn't really notice what specific, problem they were experiencing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So that was about the, because of the typhoon, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I see. So hopefully, Japan will find a solution to the problem, of course, because you mentioned it was an airport that got flooded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, good. There we go. And of course, today we will continue with our lesson. So I would like you to please open your book.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped at page 8 last week, right?
Yes.
Because last week, unfortunately, you were not able to attend the class because you're
Yes.
at work, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And just always a reminder, just in case you won't be able to attend the class, please do submit the class of form.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good. So let's go ahead and yes, let's go ahead and start with our lesson.
Uh-huh.
So, page 8. So, reading.
Um. Yes, I actually opened the document, but I cannot see you on the line.
Can you see it?
Uh, I cannot see you also on the line for
On the,
uh for
document?
yeah, yeah, yes, yes. Oh, I can see now.
Oh, okay. I see. Yes. So, for reading, so before you will read the article, we will just discuss these questions. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so this will just be your ideas or your opinion
Uh-huh.
before we talk about the article. But here it talks about a career change.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay.
so when we say career change, what comes to your mind? What do you think about it?
Career change.
Yes, career change. When we
It
say career change,
that means I change the job or I change um, the kind of job.
okay, yes, that's possible. Okay, so change in career, maybe new opportunities, or it will be a new, a new set off or a new pace of life. Okay,
Please, I'm not quite understand.
a new pace of life. It's like a way of living. Okay,
Uh-huh. A way for living. Okay.
yes, that's correct. Pace of life. Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, so here let's answer the questions below.
Mm-hmm.
Says, do you prefer a slow or fast pace of life and why?
Mm, if it do work, I prefer a fast pace. But if in the weekend, I I prefer a slow one.
Okay, so it depends on the situation. Is that what you mean?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yes, me too. I think there are some times that our way of living could be more faster, right? If we are gaining, I mean, success, but sometimes you would think about just a slow pace of life,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And what can people do to have a good work-life balance?
Actually, I think it's very difficult.
I agree. Yes,
Yes.
it's difficult to have a balance.
Yes, it's very hard, and many people then work very hard, but then cannot have a good life, and up and someone have a good life, but then cannot have good work.
That's true. Yes. So it is really difficult to have or to maintain a good having a good work, and of course
Yes.
um yes, and a good not really good life, but a happy way of living, right?
Yes.
Okay, because of course, if you're working very hard, so sometimes you will not give too much, or I mean, a lot of time for your family. So
Yes.
you
Yes.
really have to, yes, you really have to focus on one thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. And for you, just in your opinion or your idea, what could you do to maintain this?
Just try our best,
Okay, so try your best. What
but
else?
I I think it's still very hard.
Yes, still very difficult,
Difficult.
right?
Yes. Yes.
I agree with you. Yes, even though you try very hard, but of course, there's no harm on trying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So let's go ahead and continue. So some people say they would like to leave the rat race. What do you think they mean?
Then I would like to let the rest race.
Race.
Um, Maybe it means now people work very hard, and maybe some people don't like this kind of life, so they just want to live the race.
Okay, when we say living the rat race, it means when we say rat race, it's a busy, okay, being
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
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 Being too busy or a busy life, okay? So that's what it means, okay? So a lot of people would really want to live this kind of life, of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
They would like to have a more peaceful and, like what we've talked about earlier, more balance, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. So let's read the article below, and then you have to decide whether these statements are true or false. We have here five statements. So let's read the article first and then answer the exercises. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, you can start now. So slow down, you move too fast by Rosalind Guy.
Mm-hmm. Philomen 10 knows all about stress. By her earlier age, she was a successful, highly paid market research consultant who sometimes worked till 10 p.m. We had a lot of meetings and deadlines. We had to win projects. So I was writing proposals, making presentations, supervising stuff,
She
For
says.
she says.
Okay.
For a long while, she loved her job, and there are perks, lots of travel, for instance, but it was never what she planned to do with her life. Like so many others, she just got involved in a career that she had started accidentally. Tian had studied psychology, and she was also good with statistics and statistics and computers. In the early 1980s, these were rare and valuable combination of skills. So Tian made steady progress up to their corporate leader. But the turning point came the years she spent the entire week of her husband's birthday in Brisbane running market research groups, while he was home alone in Melbourne. Sorry?
It's pronounced as Melbourne.
Melbourne. Oh, okay. It's in Australia, right?
Yes, Melbourne. That's correct.
Oh, okay.
And the other word, it's pronounced as ladder. Okay?
Ladder.
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 Very good. Okay? Corporate ladder. Okay, continue. Melbourne, you're correct. It's in Australia. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, continue.
It made her examine her life and think about what she was really contributing to the society. Tian planned her escape carefully.
Society.
Okay, society. She saved money and returned to study. A decade later, it has all come together and she is happy. The research she did for doctorate in psychology not added to her qualifications as a psychologist and psychotherapist, but gave her the raw material for her first book, Living the Rat Race to Get a Life, a handbook for anyone serious considering changing the pace of their lives. These days, Tian is in private practice in her local community, does yoga and chooses her own hours. She rarely works more than four days a week, and because she sees clients in the evening, she keeps her afternoon free to catch up with reading, meet with friends, or research her next book. She is happy. When you are working up to 70 hours a week, you don't have time for this, she says.
Okay, there you go. Very good. So always remember it's pronounced as says. Okay?
Says, okay.
Okay, next we have statistics.
Statistics.
Very good. Progress. Ladder. Okay, great. And Melbourne. Okay, and society. Okay, very good. Any questions?
No more.
No more. Okay, so let's continue. So let's answer the questions above. So you have to decide whether these statements are true or is it false.
Okay. I just read and say it's true or false, right?
Yes.
Okay, first one. Filmer had always wanted to be a market research consultant. Consultant. It's false.
Okay, so that is false. Okay, and why? Because?
because um, I think it's just because they are valuable skills.
Valuable. Okay.
Valuable, yes.
Okay, yes, definitely. Next.
And one day she realized she was not giving enough care to her husband because of her job. Yes, it's true.
Okay, yes, very good.
And next, it took her more than 5 years to achieve a good work-life balance. Yes, and it took, I think it's 10 years.
10, yes, it took her 10 years to do that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Next.
She did not write her first book exclusively for business people. She did not write her first book. I think for business people. She did write a book, but I don't know what it write for.
Your answer is?
It's false.
Okay, very good. Yes, so that is false because she takes time reading the books, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And last?
These days she work up to 7 hours a week, but she is happy. Yes, it's true.
Okay, very good. So she is happy even though she works up to 70 hours a week, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. There we go. So any question about the article?
No.
Okay, so slow down. You move too fast. Okay, what have you learned about from the article?
I think it need many it need a lot of courage to change the work.
To change the work. What do you mean to change though? To change your
The life, I think.
okay, to change the lives okay, the career life.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to really be prepared for this kind of changes, right?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. And now let's go ahead and continue. So it says here, complete this phrases with verbs from the box.
Okay. Okay, I finished.
Okay, so let's read the following phrases. Number one.
To make a presentation.
Okay, very good. So make. Number two.
To spend a week somewhere.
To spend a week. Very good. Yes.
To do research.
Okay, to do a research. Very good.
To keep one's afternoon free.
Okay, to keep. Very good. Yes.
To do yoga.
To do yoga. Very good. And last?
To make steady progress.
Steady.
Steady.
Yes, steady.
Steady.
Very good. To make steady progress. Very good.
Uh-huh.
Okay, any questions with the use of these verbs?
No.
No more. Okay, good. So let's continue. We have here 2 questions. What 3 questions would you most like to ask Philomena Tan if you could interview her?
Okay.
The possible question you might ask her.
Actually, first let me check. What kind of the motivation to make her change her life?
Okay, so what's her motivation? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And does her husband uh, does her husband glad to her change?
I'm sorry, does her husband
glad, happy for her change?
or glad
Yeah.
for her, okay, for her change, like this?
Yes.
Does her husband glad for her change? Or you can say, does her husband happy? Okay, you can say glad or happy for her career change.
Career change. Okay.
Okay. What else? One more.
Does the does her salary decrease?
Okay, so thus, or you can say, is there a change in her salary? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There a decrease on her salary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like this. Okay, there we go. So these are the possible questions that you want to ask her, and why?
Why? Because just uh, just like I say, she need she need many she need the courage to do this change.
Okay, so she needs. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so always remember, if you use a singular form, you must also, if you use a pronoun in a singular form, you also have to use the verb in singular form, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so she needs,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Okay, so she needs to,
She needs the courage.
okay, so she needs the courage for changing her career, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, very good. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of stressful jobs?
Um. This stressful jobs.
When you're, let's say, for example, at work, you're very stressed. So, what do you think are the advantages of being stressed?
To make people grow up.
Okay, yes, that's true.
And to make people learn how to conquer the stress.
Okay, or how to face
Face. Okay.
the.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay. How to face the.
Okay, how to face stress, right?
Yes, I think it's very very important.
Overcome.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Overcome.
overcome.
Okay.
Okay, overcome stress. Okay, what else?
Uh, I think most of stressful jobs can earn more money.
Okay, that's I agree with that. So when you're stressed, you really work hard, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
And how about for disadvantages?
Um, if someone cannot overcome the stress, he might he might be fired for the boss.
Okay, yes, or he might get fired.
Get
Okay,
yes. Okay.
okay. What else?
And the stressful jobs sometimes make people get sick.
Oh yes, that's true. Like what you've talked about, if you work, I mean, if you're stressed and you work hard, so tendencies that you might forget about eating your food on
Yes, that's true.
time,
Yes, yes,
right? Okay, because you always think of your work, so that's really a disadvantage.
yes.
That's true. What else?
Some people will have the sick of their mind.
I'm sorry, will not.
Will have sick of their mind.
Sick of their mind.
Uh-huh. Not the not only the physical, but also their mind.
Okay, they will be mentally stressed, right?
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
what you mean? Okay,
Uh-huh.
that's true. How about with family? What do you think is the disadvantage?
Uh, they must have then don't have time to company with family, even in the weekend. I think.
Okay, so they would have less time to spend it
Yes,
with their family,
yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, there we go. What else?
Mm-hmm. Um, what?
What other disadvantages can you think of?
Mm, it make people want to change the job always.
That's true, yes. So they will not feel a sense of okay, they will not I mean if they would they would think of changing their job all the time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, there we go. And also stress can make people look older, right?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for sharing your ideas.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and continue. For vocabulary, stress on the workplace. So let's answer the exercises below.
Okay.
For exercise A, you have to match the words from numbers 1 to 5, this part, to their definitions on the right side from letters A to E. Okay, write your answer here.
Okay. Okay, I finished.
Okay, let's check your answers. Number 1, lifestyle.
The way people choose to organize their lives.
Very good. Yes, so that's lifestyle. Great. Next, workaholic.
Someone who cannot stop working and has no time for anything else.
Very good. Yes. So they're focused with work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Workload.
The amount of work a person is expected to do.
Very good. Yes. And deadline.
A time or date by which you have to do something.
Perfect. And flexi time.
Fast time is B. A system. A system where employees choose the time then start.
Very good. Yes. So their time is very flexible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Next exercise, letter B.
Okay. Sometimes. Okay, I finished.
Okay. Very good. So number 1.
I worked until 11 o'clock at night to meet the deadline for presenting the report.
Very good. Yes, that's correct. To meet the deadline. Number 2.
I work 6 days a week and never have a holiday. My girlfriend say I'm workaholic.
Says. Okay.
Okay.
I'm a workaholic. Okay. Very good. Okay. Here. Okay. Hold on one second. Here, when we can say this. Say. Says and. Okay, so this is pronounced as say. Okay. So say, and this one, it's pronounced as says.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's not says. Okay, just adding s. It should be says. And this one is said. Okay.
Said. Okay.
So say, says, and said.
Okay.
You cannot say says. It should be says. Okay.
Says. Okay.
The correct pronunciation. Okay, there we go. Next,
Thank you.
number 3.
Kurt has a heavy workload at the moment because several colleagues are off sick.
Colleagues.
Colleague.
Okay, colleagues are off sick. Very good. Number 4.
She gave up a highly paid job to join a meditation group in India.
Okay, very good. Continue. She completely.
Sorry. She's completely changed her lifestyle.
Okay, very good.
And next, a flex time system can help to reduce stress levels of employees by giving them more control over their working hours. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, very good. Yes, so the answer is flexi time. Very good. So any questions with the vocabularies? No more?
No.
Okay, good. So let's continue. Discussion says here stressful. So exercise A, you have to look at the words in the box and hello.
Hello?
Yes, suddenly I can't hear you.
Yes, me too.
Okay, yes, and you have to discuss where to put the jobs in the stress league below, okay? So you just have to complete the chart.
Okay.
Using these words or using this kind of jobs, okay?
Okay. Okay. Hello.
Okay, let's check. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, let's check your answers.
Okay.
So for 7.2 rating, you give it to actor, okay? And why?
I think they may have most stress for this, for compared with other job.
Okay, yes, because they have to really do it perfectly,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay, good. And for 6.2, you give it to teacher.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Yes, because of course, their role is to teach and they must really do extra work for it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, next we have 5.4 for the banker.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think it's also a stress career because if they make some mistake, they may have to lose their salary. I think.
Yes, that's true. It talks about money,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a very important thing. And next we have for 4.3, we have bus driver.
Yes. Because they need to very constant. Um,
Okay. They have to be very careful.
yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, because it talks about the life of the people, right?
Yes. They need to
Okay.
concentrate.
Concentrate, that's true.
Concentrate. Yes.
Okay, and next we have hairdresser for 3.7.
Yes.
Okay, so not so very stressful, right?
Yes.
Okay, and last you've answered librarian.
Library.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, because most of the time these people would only need to check for books and make sure everything is in order, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. So any questions with the following type of job?
No more.
No more, okay. So I'm afraid right now we're almost running out of time, so we will continue again next week answering the other exercises, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sure, not a problem. So always remember the correct pronunciation of those words we highlighted in orange, okay?
Okay. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
good. Not a problem. So thank you so much for attending our class this week, and I'll talk to you again next Wednesday, okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yes. Bye. Bye, Candy. Thank you.
Bye bye.